Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Eating While Broke. I'm your host, Colleen Wit, and today we have a very special guest, actor. You like that? Actor. Mike Merrill's in the building.
What's up?
How are
No,
you?
what up, though?
What up, though? Okay, see, he's going all the way down to his roots. Forget
Yeah.
what do they call it when you have the voice training again?
Vocal coach.
Vocal coach.
Yeah.
I thought it was like edit. What do they call that?
Well, you talking about the
When you have to speak, not etiquette. That's not it. That's not the word I'm looking for.
No. That you actually is right.
Is it like?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, etiquette. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
So we got Mike Merrill in the building. What are you gonna have me eating today?
So we're gonna be eating a omelet with spinach, mozzarella cheese, and onions, and then on the side we're gonna have some turkey bacon.
All right. So
Yeah.
right now, guys, it is noon. So we can call this AKA brunch. This is a broke brunch. Though.
Yeah.
So you was eating this when you was broke?
Yeah, because back then you got to think eggs wasn't as much as it is now. You know what I'm saying? Spinach, you could get that great value bag, about $2-3 back then.
Okay.
Then the turkey bacon, I got.
Yeah.
It wasn't as much back then as well.
Okay.
Onions, that's like, that's another $1.
Before we started shooting, you shared some other dishes that you used to really eat when you was broke. I'm definitely curious. Can you give me a fast snippet into that life?
Yeah. So, I think the brokest meal that I've had.
Yeah.
Is brokest a word?
It is. Yeah, broke is a word.
Brokest? It's a
No,
word
not
today.
brokest.
It's a word today. The brokest meal I ever had.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the Detroit in me.
Yeah,
We
okay.
always make a word. So the most struggling meal that I ever had was it's two. Peanut butter and jelly crackers.
Okay.
You ever heard of that?
Nope,
You gotta
but
do
I
what
can
you gotta
see
do.
it. Is it the white crackers?
Yeah,
the
the white crackers. You gotta do what you gotta do. The saltines.
Yeah, the saltines.
Yeah.
That's how you know it was
And
bad. It
then,
wasn't even a Ritz.
Yeah, and the other one was the Bob Evans biscuit sandwiches, the breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah, I never.
So
heard
it come in a box at Walmart, you know. I was standing in Atlanta at this point, and I was trying my best not to go back to Detroit, so that it put me in a position where I had to live on my car, but I'm like, I can't start over.
Yeah.
I got to keep pushing.
And what city were you in? LA official?
I was in Atlanta.
You were in Atlanta, and you were. Damn, that ain't even.
That wasn't even the struggle. You know what I mean? Like, come here, and it's like, okay, I get it here.
Here you out here
But
like
in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Atlanta's
Atlanta
kind of affordable, right?
It's way more affordable than here.
And
So
you was struggling
you
in
can see how
Atlanta.
you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
So
man.
what you go into Walmart? You were like, I got $3. What's the best I could do to manage this $3?
So I would used to get those breakfast sandwiches. They already pre-made and everything, and I knew it wasn't healthy, but I had to do what I had to do. I would get those sandwiches, go to 7-Eleven, heat it up in the morning, and then go to LA Fitness and work out. That's where I take my showers and stuff like that. Yeah, I had it all planned out. What's crazy is when I was living on my car.
I love hearing this and then watching you on straw.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I
I
was on my
love
last
hearing.
straw.
You was over there relating to the whole script.
I was on my last straw. For real, man. It was a time, man. I gotta say, I was most mentally free at that time that I've ever been in my life. Because I ain't have to worry about no bills or nothing like that. All I had to worry about was my car note at that time, and then
Oh, you had a car note.
I had a car note.
And you was making payments.
What's crazy how I ended up getting that car? I had a car before that, and it didn't pass the emission test. I'm like, come on, Lord, you know I ain't got no money for another car, and I can't be riding around here dirty because then they gonna take it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, I gotta do what I gotta do. I call my granny. I'm like, Granny, I need some help. And she just helped me with that car, and I was gonna go. And she like, what you need? I'm like, I need you to pray for me. And I'm like, I'm about to take my car in to get a note. and I hate notes. Like
to
now,
get a car note.
I had a car note. I had to get a car note.
Okay.
But the car that I had, I didn't have a car note.
Okay.
My granny helped me with that car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So did you call her the second time?
I called her again. Okay. I needed my granny again. My granny is my angel.
Yeah, clearly, he was like, when in doubt, call Super Granny.
Yeah, yeah. She do them super prayers too, and they
work. So you were calling her for prayers? Or were you calling her for? Yeah.
All right, my bad. Hell yeah.
Okay. So you was every time you had to make a move, you was like, pray for me.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I didn't. So the thing was, I didn't know how to pray. I didn't know how to pray. Even when she would tell me certain things to say, I still couldn't put my words together to just pray. Like, I didn't know how to talk to God. So I had to figure out a way to get in connection with God. Like, I felt him. I just didn't know how to talk to him. I talked to him through my actions.
Okay.
And I listened to him.
How would you talk to him through your actions?
I would just do what he says.
Okay.
Or I would do something and then he would be like, I would like, all right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you would do something and he'll send a sign. Like, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
So we would speak. I had a connection. I always had a connection with God, and I would speak to him through actions. And I learned how to actually hear his voice through my granny, man. My granny would tell me, like, certain things, like, he would do or not let happen for you to abide to, you know, what he wants you to do. Because he already have the steps ordered for you.
Okay. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He does.
Yeah, so I had to follow in that path, and it's this conscious feeling. I always tell people it's this conscious feeling that I get this gut feeling and it's God. And, you know, he'll tell me, hey, son, don't do that. That's good. That's good. That's just nervousness, but that's good though. Go ahead. You can do that. Okay. But yeah, man, car situation, right? Back to that. So yeah, the car situation, I had to end up getting a car note, man. So I only had to worry at that time when I was living on my car. I only had to worry about my car note and my phone bill.
Okay. And how much was the note? Like $300? Was it a lease?
No.
Did you have good credit?
I did it to buy. And my credit was messed up.
Your credit was bad? Well, hopefully you refinanced after a year. I don't know how good your financial
literacy
was. Well,
I bought it now. It's
you
bought.
Own it.
Yeah,
you own it.
I own that car.
Did you do the 7-year payment plan? I love asking my twin just bought a car, and I was like, so you bought it. How long was the payment? She gets really mad because I'm all about financial literacy. I'm like, you better not have gone over 4 years. She'd be like, I did the longest plan.
I think I got that car in 2019.
Okay. Was it brand new?
No, it had like 23,000 miles on it.
That's basically brand new.
That's basically brand new. Yeah. So it had like 23,000 miles on it, and I guess I could put it up here somewhere.
Put it up there.
Yeah. So it had like 23,000 miles on it, and I just knew that I needed it, so I had to do it.
Yeah.
You know, Carvana. Shout out to Carvana. They made it so easy. Like, hey, you can pay what you want, type of thing.
You can pay what you want.
Almost. Like they made it affordable for me.
Okay.
Yeah, they go based off of and they get you approved and stuff like that. Yeah, and they helped me out at that time. I was very grateful. Do you need
another egg? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm gonna need another like 3 more eggs for you.
3 more eggs for me?
Yeah.
You eat 2 eggs. That much?
I got muscles to feed.
Oh, okay. Hold up. I'm gonna get in this fridge. Hold up. I know Katie's gonna hate that I got up on this. Hold up. We got eggs in here.
Yeah, I got muscles to feed. This is recovery right here.
Just notice though, these eggs are white eggs, guys.
White eggs.
We know brown eggs cost more.
Right, and that's what I eat now.
How many?
By the grace of God.
You said 2 more.
Yeah, 2 more for you. Do you eat? How do you eat? How is your portions? I eat
like a full size person.
Huh?
Like a full size person that's like from New York, not LA.
Oh, okay. So you probably want 3.
No, 2.
All right, 2. Bet.
Sorry, I don't have muscles to feed.
Okay? Everybody got muscles to feed.
I'm working on it though. Like after I'm gonna get into the gym and start saying no to sugar.
Yeah, you got to. Sugar is the worst for the body. The worst. I'm telling you right now.
Why you say it's the worst?
It's the worst. That's what hold cancer in the body and stuff like that. That's what causes cancer. It causes mucus, you know? I eat according to my blood type.
How'd you get that test done? Did you get it done?
The vitamin lady in Atlanta. She is a herbalist, and that's my camera, right?
Yeah.
All right, bet. Because I keep pointing at that camera. So, but she's the vitamin lady in Atlanta. She will do a blood test. She will prick your finger and then put it on this chart. And it got like 4 circles, and it's like A, B, O. And it'll tell like whatever blood clots, like it'll like whatever one showed up for the blood clots, that's the one that
what you can't eat,
what your blood type is.
Oh.
And then she'll give you this chart, this food chart to
go with it.
No, she'll give you a food chart to show you everything to stay away from, like to avoid, and everything that benefits your body. And
I need that lady.
Yeah, and anything.
But if you're in LA, can we get it? Can we get her? No. Huh?
Well, I would say it's worth the trip. It's worth the trip. It's worth the trip.
So after you listen to what you can and can't eat, did you feel the difference immediately? Yeah.
So what she do is she'll give you the rundown about your body, certain things that you would feel, like like she would tell me like I'm A positive, so you would feel these like little prickly things at the tip of my fingers. She said that's anxiety and me being like nervous to things and stuff like that. We operate as an artist.
Oh.
Yeah, so we have to look at things from an artist perspective and not as something that is a challenge.
Okay.
Because we look at it as a challenge, that's the emotions start going, and you're like, oh, we can get in our own way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so now I've learned to turn it into excitement and bring it down.
Okay, so if you get the little spidey senses.
Yeah, and it's so crazy. My mom is A positive. She would feel the same. She's like, oh, that's where that come from.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So now what calms me is Luther is one of my favorite.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Luther, boy, I love me some Luther, boy. I'm trying to tell you, I'm a '90s baby.
You're definitely from Detroit.
What's the song?
From Detroit.
Say you're gonna be in love with me. What's the song?
I don't know. Go ahead, sing it.
Still in love. Still in love.
Okay. You want to sing
Still
it for us just a little bit?
Nah, you gotta pay for that. You gotta pay for that.
Okay, so go ahead and just take me back to what exactly was going on, at least during the spinach omelet season.
So this is when I had got my I got my apartment. So I was living in my car, like I told you. And I was doing Lyft and Uber.
Okay.
Right? And I would wake up in my car every day and do Lyft and Uber and cash out immediately to do my because you had to pay application fees and stuff like that. So I was dinging my credit too.
You had to pay application fees for what?
For apartments.
Oh, for apartments.
Yeah, so I was going to apartment.
Oh, because you had bad credit.
Yeah, so I was just trying everywhere.
You was running.
Yeah, so it was just like dinging me, man. And I'm like, I had to pay these application fees to do the application and possibly for them just to tell me no and stuff like that.
You didn't try to get a roommate situation?
Nah, you know what? They weren't doing that like that in Atlanta. At least I didn't know.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, I just didn't really know anybody that was really doing that. Like now here, for sure.
Just so you know, I've never seen someone make an omelet like this before.
No?
No.
Why?
I don't want you to question yourself.
I'm also kind of a little. So wait, look.
I don't want you to question yourself.
But
you could tell he was like, "Wait, am I doing this wrong?" It's been a while.
I was tripping a little bit, but also I haven't cooked on the electric stove in a while, so I turned it down low as.
Do you want me to tell you why I thought maybe it was different?
Why? Because the cheese.
Because I think usually people make the egg part and then they add the stuff later, don't they?
Oh no! So, see, that's crazy. I took it back to back then. Okay. I used to put the cheese in here already.
Okay.
Because I'm like, I don't want it just in the inside. I want it all around.
Okay. I've never seen it. I'm excited.
Yeah. Okay. So that's where I went with it. That's crazy.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
I usually wait.
Oh, you know what? Dang, I forgot to record this part.
We good.
Boom. Okay.
We live.
I don't remember where we left off. All right, so you just for y'all listeners, he seasoned the egg in a bowl, whipped it up with some mozzarella, added to it. I was a little thrown off because usually I see people do the egg directly into the pan and then add the ingredients. I'm not a huge omelet person, so I'm hoping I learned something here, and I like
You
it,
will.
and I love spinach. So
I'm need that on deck.
okay,
I'm gonna take this too.
okay.
Boom. But where were we?
We were at
apartment.
first of all, you got really excited because I guess you're making an old school classic omelet.
Yeah, because
Okay.
that's the way I used to do it. So it's just,
Okay.
it kind of took me back. See, I'm still connected to back then.
Exactly, that's good.
You know?
So you're apartment hunting, you're Uber and lifting,
Yeah.
and I'm guessing at some point someone accepts this application.
Yeah. So it was Riverside. It's Riverside Parkway Apartments.
Okay.
Yeah.
You really giving all these brands all this love.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they looked out for you.
Yeah,
so.
they did. They got me off the street. You know?
They were like, where do you currently live? You're like, in my car.
Nah, I ain't tell them none of that.
What'd you tell them?
I ain't telling them no. I'm just trying to get an apartment.
But don't you have to put like your address and stuff for them to respond?
Yeah, they looked out. My mom put her name down for me.
Okay.
So I had my ways.
Okay.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they approved me. I was paying like $7 something a month.
Mm-hmm.
You hear that?
That's good. That's great.
$7 something a month. Come on now.
Okay.
Where you paying that at?
Nowhere. And you
Exactly.
and you're still Ubering and lifting, but you know 100% you're going into acting at this time.
Yeah. Yep. So I hadn't booked my first one yet. When I got the apartment, the lights on it, I ain't have enough to have the lights on yet. You know what I'm saying? So I had to thug it out a little bit. I ain't had no bed. I had the mirror mattress.
Okay, but how are you lighting the apartment at night?
Huh?
Were you like, it doesn't matter, I'm Ubering at night or something?
Well, yeah, I was working.
So, but I'm saying, what did you use in place of light? Flashlights?
Well,
I just want to know how
candles and stuff like that.
Okay, candles.
So, then my mom helped me. She didn't even know she helped me, but she helped me with some bread. And on top of that, I had the money from lifting Uber. So
how did she not know she helped you?
Because I didn't want her to know everything that's going on. Because my mom is like overprotective mom, and she'll come in. Well, Mike, how are you gonna you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what about your bills and this and that? And I'm like, I don't want her to panic and have to think that I'm good, ma.
So how did she end up lending you money without knowing that something was going on?
I was just telling her I need some money.
Okay.
I just needed her to look out for me.
Okay.
Because she can get nosy. My mom can get nosy.
Okay.
Yeah, she can get nosy. So I didn't want her to know everything.
So you're just like, Mom, can you shoot me $200 today? I'll shoot it back at the end of the week.
It was near that Friday.
Okay.
And I'm like, if you can throw me something, then, look out for me.
Okay.
But, hey.
And she did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
My mom would do anything she can for me.
Are you an only child?
Granny. No, I'm the middle child. So
Single
my mom
parents,
so on my mom's side, it's me and my brother. I'm the oldest.
Okay.
And then my dad's side is my sister. I had two sisters. One passed away.
Okay.
Sorry. And then she's older than us.
Okay.
So that makes me the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then your parents still married? Two-parent house?
No. Well, my dad is currently still in prison. He's been in prison since '99. And it's like one of my missions to get him out or whatever. And
was it like a wrongful conviction type thing? I can't.
Kinda.
Because you said it's just your mission to get him out, so it just makes me feel like the justice system could have possibly did something wrong, or am I?
Well, no, he he did his crime, but it's been 25 years now.
Jeez, that's a long time.
That's 99. He went in
a long
99.
time.
What was that 20 years?
Yeah, it is. It's longer than that. It's like 26 years.
26 years. So it's it's time. I want to get my dad out. I want to spend my life with him now. I'm feeling like I'm getting to a point where, I can have that type of leverage to get him out.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I'll just pray on it.
But do you visit him? Like, how often are you talking to him? Like, how active is he in your life? With
I just talked to him yesterday.
Okay, so you talk like on the regular every day.
Yeah, we talk on the regular. We talk almost every week.
Now,
sometimes we take free little breaks and stuff like that.
Is your mom still committed to that?
No.
Okay.
No. So yeah, my mom. No.
But she encourages the relationship.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool.
For sure, they're like best buds still.
They're still best buds. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a good relationship.
All right. So, but basically, you're brought up with single parent household.
Yep. Single mom.
Okay.
Like straw.
Okay.
When
you read the script for the movie, did you see relatability in it?
You want to know what's crazy? I wasn't even thinking like that.
Oh.
I didn't even think like that until I actually seen it.
Really?
I'm like, yeah, because I was thinking for work purposes at that time when I was reading the script and stuff.
You're like, gotta get
because I'm on the law enforcement side, so I wasn't thinking like that. But when I actually watched the movie, I'm like,
yeah,
it's gonna touch a lot of.
I couldn't wait for it. I ain't gonna lie. I was counting the days for that movie to drop.
Yeah.
I was like, single mom, yes. I was a single mom for 3 years. Let me tell you something. Man. That thing is the hardest job in the world. I don't think. I wish they did more, stuff around it. But yeah, I thought that movie was incredible. And for anyone that hasn't seen it, the ending on that movie was literally like, what the freak? There was one part, though, I was thinking in the shower. Yes, I do all my thinking in the shower. It's really weird. It's so weird.
No, wait. Did you hear that about me or something?
No, I swear to God. That's
I
literally...
I decompress in the shower.
Really?
I let it run on my neck, and I just sit there just like this.
Bruh,
I think through the day. I pray in the shower. I think about my sister in the shower.
Wow.
Like, loved ones and stuff. Yeah. I don't know why.
I swear to God, no lie.
That's my most vulnerable space.
Yeah.
In the shower, yes.
I never met anyone that did it. I usually don't even tell people because I think they probably kind of weirdo. But I do all my thinking, processing, thoughts, everything goes through the shower. No other place gets my mind going than the shower.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about this one scene in Straw. There was a scene, we'll circle back, but there was one scene that didn't fit in the movie where I was like, why did they leave that?
What's that?
I'm trying to think. I'll circle back to it, but I remember, I'll probably later when I take a shower and be like, that's the scene I was talking about. But there was one scene in the movie where I remember going, wait a minute, that scene didn't make sense. Oh, the scene where Taraji is in the school and they take the kid, which I kind of got like, kid where her head was at in the end. Not trying to destroy the movie because I'm not going to destroy it for y'all. But the lady hands her a card. Remember, she's stressed out in the school. Lady hands her a card and says, call me, and they take the kid. I mean, there was parts that I thought later, like, duh, of course they must have known the kid had passed. I don't want to destroy it. I'm destroying it.
Some up for them.
I know
what you're talking about.
Like, there was that one scene where I was like, okay, but then I thought later, like, no one contacted, said, where is the kid during the whole thing? And I was like, oh, that y'all must have known in the police department from jump that the baby had passed, right?
We all knew.
So, but when did the bank teller know? The bank manager know? I'm ruining it. Poor Katie. Katie, ignore. She's sitting here recording the whole thing, checking sound.
Yeah, well,
she hasn't seen it yet.
For her.
I'm not going to spoil it for her. But yeah, there was that one scene that I was a little confused about because in the school, they gave her the card. And I was like, why
so what do you think that card was for?
Mental health. But then when they did the playback, they didn't have the lady in the hallway.
Yeah.
No, they didn't. They had the school principal in the hallway. I got semi-photographic memory. Maybe. Are you messing with me right now? I can't tell.
I'm just asking.
I'm like, you should know. You tell me.
I mean, I'm just asking.
Okay. But yeah, I thought that movie was incredible. I think y'all did your thing. Y'all did your thing.
Man, that thing. I am on cloud nine with this thing right now.
I wanna. So just so you know, I know we're getting all over the place. You're very fun to hang out with. I don't know if it's like the Detroit in you. You're very, very fun. But,
it's just genuine and authentic energy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The thing I wanted to talk, I want to end at Tyler Perry, so I need to. I don't at Straw. I want to get all the in between without skipping to it. But
Okay.
I want to spend some time on Straw.
Yeah.
But I want to know, okay, your mom lends you this money. You're thugging it out. You're acting. What are you doing like?
So, so we was there. Before that moment, actually, I had booked my first TV
Regular?
first TV appearance.
TV appearance or regular? Or TV appearance.
For my first booking.
Yeah.
So I had booked the Bobby Brown story.
Okay.
And man, when I tell you I was going to set every day, even if I didn't have to work, I'm going to set every day to eat.
Hilarious.
That's
Were you still Ubering too during it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I was still, because I'm like, now I can get ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Because I booked it, so now I'm going to have that money coming in. I'm doing this to get this. So
did it take a while for that money to get to you?
It was like 3 weeks, I think.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, like 3 weeks. And then from there on, I was like, yo, I got to stay on top of it now.
Did you saved, you at that point, you're financially literate, kind of like, right?
A little bit.
You're not school.
Yeah, I won too bad.
You're pacing yourself.
Yeah, I was pacing myself.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, one thing I know how to do is budget. My mama taught me very well how to budget.
Okay, good.
You know?
I like that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Coming from a place of poverty, whoo, we know how to budget, baby.
What part of Detroit are you from? Can you rep your Detroit
Oh, yeah,
city?
Frankfurt and East Line on the east side of Detroit.
Oh, east side?
Yeah, east side. East side.
Okay.
But, yes, and for the people that don't know exactly where that is, it's like by Warren and Chalmers. So when I say Warren and Chalmers and they're aware of Detroit, then they know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then at what point, we're going to backtrack a little bit, at what point did you realize that you had to do acting to the point where you're going to be homeless in Atlanta?
Oh, man, this is great. This is great. What's crazy is, so the first time I wanted to try to act was, so I seen Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That was one of my favorite TV shows back then, right?
Everyone's favorite.
So, huh?
Who didn't love that show?
Oh, that was one of my favorite shows. So, I was watching the episode where his dad didn't want him, right?
Oh,
and
my gosh.
And you know, I just told you about my dad.
Yeah.
So that was the first time I had cried from TV.
Oh, okay.
That was my first time. Yep. And look at that.
That looks great.
Boy.
That looks magical.
Come on now, get your man that can cook.
Exactly. Let me tell you something. Men out there, that is a man that can cook or like do his own laundry. And I like when a man was raised with a mom that was like, you still got to learn these like traits. Because if you have a family, you're going to need to fill in.
You still need to know how to cook now.
Yeah.
That's just like.
You got silent on the laundry part though.
I do my own laundry too.
Okay.
I'm good with that. I actually don't even use dryer sheets. I use wool balls. Wool balls.
Why? What does that do?
See, I'm putting you up on game.
Yeah, put me up on game.
None of this.
Put me up on game. What are the
wool
balls?
balls? So wool balls, and you can get on Amazon.
You the plugger. You gotta do it.
So you get this on Amazon, and you can put like essential oils in it. Throw it in there with your clothes. You never have to buy dryer sheets again. Boom. It's gonna take all the static and everything out your clothes, and then your clothes can be smelling like peppermint oil or something like that.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
You heard it here first.
Heard it here.
You heard it here
Who
first.
Who taught you that? Your mama?
Me.
No, you
I want to
didn't.
thank me. like Snoop said.
That's like my favorite speech of all time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So yeah.
I want mine made exactly like yours though.
Okay.
Like with the little mozzarella and everything.
Yeah.
I want to do it.
We're gonna do it the struggle way.
Do it Mike's way. Okay.
Struggle way.
So sorry to derail. When did you? So you're crying during the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episode.
Yeah. So yeah, it touched me. You know, because I'm not going through exactly what he's going through, but
Did you miss your dad? And
yeah, it just made me think about my dad or whatever.
Yeah, you gonna pat it dry or whatever? Did
No,
you put oil in
that's avocado oil.
Oh, okay.
So you
So
can,
it's okay.
It's okay.
Okay. Well, I didn't test my blood type, you know.
Yeah, it's okay. You can have that.
Smells good. You know, I forgot to stop the camera, but it's okay. The little overhead cam.
Yeah, we good. we got to make yours too.
Yeah. Did it stop or is it still recording?
Nah, it's still going.
Yes.
It's still going. We good.
Okay.
So yeah, I seen that episode, and it touched me. You know, so I'm like, I was crying or whatnot, and it's so crazy. My mama sometimes don't be remembering this. She told me, she like, you know, it's not real. They acting. Like, it was so crazy. It's certain things that like how.
Why are you going so far away?
Huh?
Why are you going so far
Because I was
away?
about to get this the seasoning right here.
Why
So
is he leaving me?
like, yeah, where are you going?
Where are you going?
But
Did I say something about the purse again? No.
nah, we good. So
So she's trying to convince you, like, baby, it's okay.
yeah, she's like, well, no, she just let me know, like, you know, it's not real, and it's, you know, it's just acting or whatever. And to me, like me, I'm crying alone. I'm crying in my room about it. You know, it just made me think about my dad, and I'm just like, yeah, I miss my dad, and I feel you will. You know what I'm saying? Because he hit that one moment. He's like,
yeah.
How come you don't want me, man?
Yeah.
Oh.
That shit was terrible.
Oh.
I love that you just acted it out, though, just now, too.
Oh, yeah.
It literally brought the whole vision
right?
back, yeah.
Yeah, man. So I'm like, all right, I want to take a shot at acting.
From that point on,
yeah.
How old were you?
I was 22, 23.
Why did I think you were like 12 doing this? You were you were okay.
22, 23. And I'm like, all right, let's try to take a shot at this. You know, everybody always say, hey, you have a great smile. You're going to be a model one day. Or
nice teeth, guys.
And I'm like, all right, well, it's fine. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I love me a set of teeth. I don't know. If people are like, yo, I met this guy, I'm like, how was his teeth? What his teeth looking like?
So, yeah, I'm like, well, and that's something that always was in the back of my mind, too. Like, you know, people tell me all the time I have a great smile and stuff. And I have nothing to use it for, but just to smile at people make their day.
That's a good thing,
right? But yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. But I was used to be thinking about
like,
that.
How can I capitalize off this?
Yeah. So then,
were you toying with any other ideas in the back of your head? Were you starting to wonder, like, hey, what am I gonna be? Is that kind of what also brought it up?
Yeah, I definitely went through that realm, trying to see what I want to do with my life. But yeah,
and you told people. Did you tell people right away? Did you tell your mom? Who'd you tell about, like, hey, I think this is what I want to do?
Oh, well, no, I just hit the ground running. I'm just trying to do it by myself, you know?
At 23.
Yeah.
But now you're in Detroit trying to do it, right? Or did you know you had to leave?
So that's the thing. Detroit have a lot of scams. Detroit have a lot of scams out there. There's no real agency in Detroit. There's no real agency in Detroit. They will take your money. You don't supposed to pay an agent to get you jobs. You're supposed to get jobs. I mean, they supposed to work for you.
Okay, and then they take a commission, right?
They get that 10%. Yeah.
Okay. So you was paying them up front.
Yeah, we was paying them up front for extra.
Extra work?
Bruh, it was so crazy. It was so crazy.
Every time you showed up, they was like, look at him. Here he go, handing us his money.
You know what I'm saying? We doing monologues and stuff in front of them for no reason.
That's funny.
Yeah, so I got discouraged because it was like costing too much. Hundreds of dollars. I ain't got stuff like that.
And you're doing the extra work.
Yeah, they was just like, sign up for extra work. And I'm like, yo, this ain't it. You know, so I just said, forget it. I got discouraged and stopped. So then my mom, she used to look out for a friend. You know, her friend, Jay McClain, in Detroit. He used to tell her, hey, can you do this play for me? And my mom would do her a favor, just do it out of love. You know, she didn't want to take it serious and nothing. She's like, oh, yeah, I'll do it. Why not? So then I was studying with her every night, right?
With your mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was studying with her every night.
Before we get into how great your mom's performance is, we got to eat.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is brunch.
Wait.
Oh, we going to pray. I like that. Okay.
Yeah. God, thank you for this food we're about to receive. Let it be nourishment to our body. In the name of Jesus, we pray.
Amen.
There we go. Now you can eat. You don't touch that food.
I want to try it.
Send up that prayer.
I want to see the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, looks good. Looks really good.
She really betting it, though.
You know? Look at that, guys. I feel bad for yours because mine has like the beautiful stretchy cheese.
Yeah.
And I feel like yours was sitting.
No, we good. It's gonna be good regardless.
Okay,
you know?
Look at his confidence. Are you hungry? That's the question.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
So I do mine like this sometimes too. I don't know why. It's just like, you come in and you able to just, take a piece and bite into it. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. So I'm one of them people where I have to have my food prepared before I actually eat.
What do you mean prepared? Like add your little
like
salsa
add my stuff and all of that. Yeah.
But you didn't even try it to see. What if your seasoning was perfect?
Well, I already know it is. I've been down and through there already.
I'm gonna rate this just so you know.
All right, you go ahead. Do your thing.
A part of me feels like because you add the matzo like a feta or some different type of cheese, but I don't know why you chose matzo.
Back then, I used to do mozzarella.
Oh, back then, so it's upgraded since then. What do you usually put with spinach?
So now I do vegan cheese. I don't even do cheese at all.
Yeah. So you really cheating today?
I'm really cheating. Yeah. Okay. I'm doing it for you.
Okay, awesome. Oh, you put it on your whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how does yours look so perfect and mine looks like a 5-year-old?
I prep it.
But I
have a perfectionist
y'all
problem.
Don't want to watch my plate.
I have a
y'all
perfectionist
don't,
problem.
because mine looks like a little kid.
First bite. See, look at that. You see how that looks?
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. You cut yours perfectly. Okay. I'm going to try to get a good piece right here. Middle. I get the onions now.
You see the onions?
I get the onions.
Now you see what I'm talking about?
All right. I see it.
You don't cook though. You don't burn them.
You want to know something?
What's that?
I did not get the onions before. I totally get it. In the mozzarella, really great. Really great.
Hey, let them know. Let them know. I'm like that for real.
You know what? You don't even need the sauce on this. Really good.
No. It's just a little addition.
Let me tell you something. You killed this omelet. I absolutely love it.
Thank you.
Great job. You feeling yourself right now?
I appreciate it.
I would buy this. I would pay for this. Yep. You did your thing.
Nah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yo, you know what?
I eat turkey bacon with my hands. I eat turkey bacon with my hands.
You should. You know what? I'm thoroughly impressed with this omelet. Like, I think I'm gonna start making omelets after this.
So
you know what?
You gotta do the original.
You gotta do it the way he did it with the mozzarella cheese mixed into the egg. Mm-hmm. And he sauteed the spinach on the side.
Because it's not a whole. It's not like a whole glob that just hit you. Like, bow, you know? Mm-hmm. It's mixed in there already. So, it's the taste and flavor is already marinated in it.
Do you usually use a white onion?
I do red onion now.
Why? Is there a reason?
I just like red onions.
You know this white onion?
Yeah.
It tastes great, though.
Yeah, they're more sweeter.
The white?
White onions. Well, no, the yellow onions. I'm sorry.
But why are you choosing the red one now?
It has more benefits. I can't think of it right now.
You and this health conscious man. Okay.
Yeah. It has more benefits. Eating the red onion. I can't remember right now, but at the time,
you did
10 out of 10 recommend.
10 out of 10, 100%. If you call me tomorrow or this week, you'll be like, how many times did you have omelets? I'll be like, probably like 4 different times. No, when a dish is this good, I will go home and totally emulate it. And you don't need the salsa on this one. That's how good you did seasoning.
Appreciate that. Y'all heard that?
Everything. Texture, from the onions to the spinach to the mozzarella to the seasoning. You killed it. Don't need salsa. Salsa was good, but you didn't need it.
I know. It was a nice addition. You know?
You did a really great job.
Thank you.
Okay. So take your last bite because I'm going to start asking you about this mama's acting.
All right.
It was good. Bro, I did not know you could cook like that.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm going to go home, emulate, take all credit like you never existed. That's the way you got to do it.
This is actually my first meal, so that's why I'm like.
You was like, let's get there. I'm hungry.
I'm like, I'm going to eat there.
What were you thinking when they were like, "Hey, you need to, do you want to do this show, Eating While Broke, where you come in and cook?" Were you like, "Oh, I'm about to be the chef"?
I'm open. I'm an open book. I'm an open book.
But were you excited about cooking?
I thought you was gonna cook with me.
Oh, yeah.
You know how they usually like cook with them?
What do you mean? Like you'd be like showing
Like on
me
the
how
shows?
to do it?
Yeah, like you'll show me or something like that.
You know what? Yeah, no. I'm not good at multitasking. Like if you sent me a text and you were having a conversation and someone was having a conversation, I'd be like, hold on. I can't do both. I can't. I'm like one focus, that's it.
Let's see, I got you.
Okay. So go ahead, down this turkey bacon. He's hungry, guys. We're going to give him a second. Katie will edit this part.
Last bite. There it is. We done.
I'm only saving mine for pictures because I know he's starving and he's going to need to take some pictures later. Okay.
That was it.
So going to your mommy's monologue, she kills it as an actress.
I was so inspired. She killed that monologue. And she did it totally different than when we rehearsed. So I was just like,
Did you kind of have it memorized too?
Yeah, kind of, because
I
I was
doing it. She was like,
I was listening to her, so it was like, I knew the monologue too. But
I love that you guys had this moment together too.
Yeah.
And this is while you're pursuing acting, she gets this.
No. I remember I quit.
Oh no, I didn't hear that part. Me. You quit after all the runaround.
Yeah, so I got discouraged.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm not doing this no more. It's just too much. I seen her in a stage play. I asked her, her director, right after. I mean, the person over it. Right after the stage play was over, I said, "Can I be in your next stage play?" And she was like, "Yeah." And from there on, I just didn't stop.
Do you look at how God worked though? That kind of out, right? Because right when you quit, and your mom steps up for this role that she doesn't even really, I'm guessing, want. She's just like,
she's just doing it for fun,
Now, did that also spark anything in her to be like, I kind of want to do this, or no? She was like, hell no. Nah.
She got her corporate job, working for the state.
Okay.
She's like, I'm good with that.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
But me, I took a liking to it after that first one. I'm like, I see how the crowd responded. I'm like, I love this type of energy.
Okay.
I like this. Then you can open up to the crowd while you're doing your, if you like know your lines and stuff, you can like talk to the crowd a little bit. With in the midst of the story, but I had booked my first lead role in a stage play right after that. Okay. And the love that I received, I'm like, I gotta keep going. Wow. So in Detroit, everybody box themselves in Detroit.
What does that mean?
So like now it's a lot of actors in Detroit that are Tubi stars.
Okay.
And they do a lot of Tubi movies and stuff like that, but they don't have agents. They don't have.
So there's really no agents over there?
No.
Because when you said that, I was like, that's a bold statement. Okay, so there's no agents.
There's no agents. Nothing like that over there. And they all do Tubi movies and stuff. So the thing is, if they wanted to really take it serious, you have to go outside of Detroit. Chicago, Atlanta, New York, L.A.
You had peeped this.
And I peeped it early, very early. And I'm like, I feel like I'm starting to get boxed in. And I don't want my...
Were you in the stage play box?
In the stage plays. Yeah, I'm like, okay, this is a pattern. This is a cycle. I don't want to get caught in a cycle. Let me do a networking trip. Atlanta.
A networking trip?
Yeah.
What is what does that even encompass?
So I visited these cities to see how,
Okay.
Yeah.
And you labeled it a networking trip.
Yep.
Okay.
Atlanta, New York, Chicago.
Okay. You went to all these cities.
Yeah.
How are you paying for it?
I was just paying for whatever I had at the time.
What jobs are you working? Jobs or?
I was actually going with this modeling group.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going with the modeling group, and I would just branch off and do my own thing when we're not doing like shows and stuff. And Atlanta was the most responsive, so I'm like, I'm moving to Atlanta.
Okay. After you did
the networking trip.
Okay.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm moving to Atlanta. Okay. Atlanta feels
and what
like
your
the
mom
next place.
say? You told your mom you were going to these cities to like check them out, to scope them.
Well, like I said, I was with the
you
modeling.
Were modeling.
Group. Yeah.
Oh, so that's how you were able. So you were leveraging it. So every time. Oh, got it.
Yep.
So you're doing this, and then you call back home and you say, or you go back home and you're like, okay, Atlanta's it.
Yep. That's just like how I did moving here.
Okay.
So I had moved to Atlanta, and I know I needed some money to, because I ain't gonna get a job right away. Yeah. So I did this show called Last Squad Standing on Oxygen Network, and it's a game show. 3 cities that comes and they do mental and physical challenges for $100,000. Okay. And while I was there, I was getting paid. Okay. And I was there for like 2 months, made it all the way to the end. I actually won. I don't care. I actually won.
You won?
Yeah, and they didn't give it to me.
Wait, so, what?
Yeah, they didn't give me the $100,000.
Was it a pilot, or how did they not give you the $100,000?
Well, you sign things that say if this is not fair.
If you what?
Can't, you sign.
Yeah, you sign something.
Contracts to say if this is not fair, you can't do anything.
That's like in the if it's
that's in the contract. Yeah, I mean the game show and all that stuff is done now. Oxygen is all about reenactment shows and stuff now, so it don't matter.
So, but you won. They didn't get the money,
and they gave it to the other team. Yeah, they made the other team seem like they won, but everybody on the show knew that I won.
Wait, what? Even so they like re-edited it and everything.
Yeah, they re-edited. There's just like certain parts that certain times you'll be talking and you're saying one thing, they'll take another part, moment that you had and piece it together.
Damn.
Like that's what you were saying.
Terrible.
Ain't it crazy?
I would have been hurt.
That's how the reality shows and stuff goes.
It was after that.
I'm like, I ain't say that like that. Yeah, it's just crazy.
I'm gonna look it up. What was it called again?
Last Squad Standing. It was
Last Squad Standing. Okay, got it.
Yeah, so I did that to generate money. So I was able to. Sorry about that. I was able to, maneuver and network and stuff like that. After I was done with that, I had booked my first web series, which was Side Chick web series. And
who was that with?
Ashley McCarthy.
Okay.
Yeah. And it ended up being popular. So that was my first booking, and then I'm like, all right, I need to get me an agent.
I was about to ask. So when do you start getting an agent?
So I started searching around for an agent as soon as I got back. And
what does that entail? You're cold calling, or?
Say it again.
What does it entail when you're searching for an agent?
So you go to like networking events and stuff like that, and you kind of like workshops. And you kind of get the gist of how everything goes, because sometimes you'll see like casting directors, agents, and stuff that shows up. And I'm like, okay, so I had started going to those type of events to reach out, and then also I was just Googling agencies, and I had got my first agency. So not with that one, but I got with another agency after that, and that's how I got my first booking, which was Bobby Brown's story.
Okay, that's a huge deal.
Yeah.
And you're telling your mom who's this person that you're keeping updated on the regular with all these?
Oh, my mom.
Okay.
God, my mom. Well, God.
And then Granny, knows. Just in
case
of
granny.
Emergency.
Yeah.
Or is it only in case of emergency? Or
no,
is it
no,
Granny
no.
Too?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No. I love my granny. My granny. Okay. Yeah, my granny and my mom. Those are my two hearts. So.
They're like on your text religiously.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So you're booking this. You end up booking a series regular. Is everything consistent?
Well, it wasn't series regular.
No,
it was like
but later on you do book a series regular, don't you?
Yeah.
Now,
Black Campus.
Yeah. While you're booking, now I'm going to fast track you. During this period where you're booking, is there any gaps or is there any bit of a anxiety of whether you will book another?
I never had I used to watch people and what they go through, and I was just. I never made myself worry. I told myself that, well, God told me this. When you go on this journey, don't worry. Just do it. Take risks. Have that faith and just take that step. So I tried my best not to worry about anything. I didn't connect. No, I didn't marry like auditions and stuff like that, because when you do that, you put your you mind fuck yourself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that you can fall in a rabbit hole.
Okay.
And I didn't want to do that because that's how you get depressed and you know, I just didn't want to do that to myself. Because I used to watch other actors that used to do that, and they used to get pissed off and
Really?
yeah, very irritated and intimidated of other people and comparing themselves to. It's like a rabbit hole.
Okay.
And it's like, you know, it's a tornado full of this discouragement, and I didn't want to do that to myself. I don't want to treat myself better than that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, God got me.
Okay, I like that.
You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
I don't get something, that just mean that it ain't for me.
Got it.
And I literally every time I do an audition or anything like that, if I didn't book it, it wasn't for me.
Oh, okay.
Or if things doesn't happen the way that I want them to, it's just like with my team, my managers, my team will tell y'all, I don't worry about nothing. Or if something didn't work, they'll be, no, but that was unacceptable. That shouldn't have been that way. And I'm like, so it's cool. You know?
So, you know, that's how I am.
Yeah.
I would be the person on the other end of the call, like, what? They did what? We got to address this right now.
Yeah. I'll be like, you know, oh, yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, but, you know, it's whatever.
Oh, okay. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that attitude, though.
Yeah.
But now, what period was a gap that was, like, most notable to you in between bookings?
So I get a gap every year.
Really?
All actors do.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
How long is the gap?
It varies.
Okay,
It
but what was
varies.
the longest one?
10 months.
10 months. And then now at this point, your financial literacy budget,
Yep.
you're
I'm
amazing.
good now.
Like,
And
this is your budget. You don't go over it.
Nope. Now I know how to, you know, cap. I have a cap.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, nope, I know this is everything that I have to, this is the amount that I have to pay for the whole year for rent.
Mm-hmm.
This is the amount I have to pay the whole year for my phone bill, you know, so forth. So
Oh, okay,
I know
okay.
how much I have to be able to survive,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Now, do you put yourself on payroll? Or, like, do you have a corporation and you put yourself on payroll?
Yep.
That's my guy. I tell everybody to do that, by the way.
Yeah.
I think you can leverage more that way, especially in a
of
city like
course.
LA.
Because
where
when
the
taxes
costs are-
come, oh boy, we'll
Yeah.
win a chicken dinner.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
you're like an S corp.
Escort.
My favorite
Yeah.
type of corp. Okay.
Yeah.
I see you know your stuff. Mike.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's the thing too. I learned that the business behind acting before I actually wanted to book. And
How'd you do that?
Because
No,
you know,
how'd you do it?
how did I do it?
Yeah.
So I would just literally be asking people like, how does this work? How does that
Oh,
work?
okay.
You know,
Okay.
and you know, going through this journey, I was focusing on the money.
Okay.
So I was wanting to make sure I'm not getting played.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, if
Well, you went
anybody
through
know,
that. Well, you also went through a little bit of trauma with Detroit, right? Because you got played.
oh yeah,
So do you think that kind of?
yeah, we just don't play about money in Detroit.
Oh.
Yeah, hey, they know we just don't play about our money in
Okay,
Detroit.
okay.
So that's that, and I thank Detroit for that because I think Detroit for a lot of how I am.
Okay.
It built the tough skin that I needed for this industry.
Mm-hmm.
It built the I don't give a, you know what I'm saying, mentality.
Mm-hmm.
It built the like, if we don't know anything, we know numbers.
Okay. Okay.
That's us in Detroit. If we don't know anything, we know numbers,
Okay.
and we know when somebody playing with us.
Okay.
Don't play with us, and
Okay.
don't play with our money.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
That's gonna be a whole soundbite, just so you know.
Yeah. Don't play with us. Don't play with our money. We don't
Oh.
play about that, and we don't play about our loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So I wanted to know how's my coins gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So even like how I learned the system in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, y'all give the crumbs to Atlanta actors. Okay, cool. What they got going over there in LA?
Okay.
What they got going in New York? Oh, okay, those are the big bucks are. Okay.
It's
I gotta-
crazy that you say that they give the crumbs to the Atlanta actors
For sure.
when now, see, we're inching closer. Tyler Perry's there, and Tyler Perry's known for paying.
He came and changed the game. When I was there, he
Was he there yet or no?
Was Tyler there yet? Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
But I didn't know about it at that time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's now more noticeable than anything now because he built, like, he made so many people millionaires.
Yeah. Damn, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, he made people millionaires, and I know I'm next.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I would love to be in that squad. I was telling my crew, like, what you got to be to get in that circle? You good for life almost, right?
Honestly, that's the man that if he give you his word,
okay, I like that.
He's gonna stand on it 10 toes down.
Okay.
And you're probably gonna get more than what you expected.
Okay.
That's how he is. That man is a very genuine and authentic guy. Like everybody, it's some people that be like scared of him or intimidated because he's a billionaire and stuff like that.
He's a billionaire?
Yeah.
Shoot.
That man is a huge teddy bear. Yeah, you heard I said, Tyler. He's a huge teddy bear.
I love
like
that.
He want to be treated like a human. Like, you know, forget my money and what all this power and stuff that you think I have and all of that. That man is still humble.
Okay, I like that.
Like, he'll be like, man, do you see this? Like, look at this, bro. Like, I don't take this for granted. Like, this, I just thank God so much because just years ago, I was homeless.
Wow.
That's how he talked.
Yeah.
Like, look, I'm bro. Like,
shout out to Tyler, by the way. We sent
shout
you
out
an
to
email, Tyler. We did. We shout out shot, but I think his team sent me back an email like, not at, I think it's scheduling. But we should try again.
He got a lot going on.
Get billionaire. Yeah, we'd probably have to go to Atlanta to do that.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. But at the time you decide to leave Atlanta because you starting to realize Atlanta actresses aren't getting the respect as far as dollars. So you go to LA.
Yeah, because I didn't like the cycle of what I was getting paid. I'm like, yo, first of all, these roles ain't enough. I need more. And the money ain't enough. I need more. And then I was asking other actors that was coming from LA, how much you getting paid, bro? Or, you know, how you landed this from LA, oh, they put you up. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, because
I'm like, you get a per diem. What is a per diem?
Oh,
see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, oh, yeah, per diem is, you know, while you're here, you get a allowance, basically, to eat and stuff like that besides set. I'm like, oh. They put you up, they fly you out, they give you a per diem. I like that.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm out, Atlanta.
How much you getting paid? Oh, wait. Your role is called a guest star? Oh, and I'm doing a co-star, but we same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we same amount of lines and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So I'm the last crab in the barrel.
Okay. I see how your mind's thinking those.
You see what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. I'm already doing it, so why not get the treatment that they getting?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I need to make that move to LA. So
how
instead
hard
of
was that
making
move?
that move to LA, I'm like, let me get LA representation while I'm in Atlanta.
Now, does that cause a conflict?
People, I don't care. I would say this: Atlanta agents and stuff. This is not all of them. This is not all of them, but they get intimidated with LA representation.
Okay.
Because LA representation knows a whole lot more.
Okay.
They have a whole lot more access.
Okay.
And they're able to do things that people Atlanta agents and stuff can't do.
Okay.
So even with like joining SAG.
Okay.
Some agencies don't want you to join SAG because you're not going to be able to do non-union projects. But who said I wanted to stay there? This is my career.
Yeah.
I want to grow.
Yeah. The whole point is growth.
I want to go further. I want to elevate.
Yeah.
You know, this is not to stay stuck in one lane or, you know.
Smart.
Yeah. It's starting to feel like Detroit. So anytime it started to feel like Detroit, I got to, not Detroit, but the system of
being
acting.
boxed.
Yeah,
too.
boxed in. Yeah. I'm like, no, I need to go.
But I like that you focused on growth. Like you weren't about treading water or anything. So you come to LA.
So I ended up getting LA representation while I was in Atlanta. I booked All-American.
Nice.
Went to All-American. I was in LA for like 3 months. And then I'm like, I gotta come back here. This is it. This is it. And I'm seeing that paycheck. I say, oh, this is definitely it. I ain't got a taste.
Okay.
That's all I need is a taste.
Okay.
You give me a taste, I'm going to take that and I'm going to run with it.
But now the LA taxes and the LA overhead, did you also see?
Now that was the difference. I said, oh, but they get hit over the head. I said, okay. Yeah. I got paid this much, but I only got this much. Okay, that's $4,000-$5,000 gone.
Yeah.
You know? And then I'm like, okay, I need to see what I can do to get all my money.
Okay, that's when you went corporate.
So then I started asking around. I said, S Corp, huh?
Yeah, S Corp.
Okay. Boom, let's get that. So I got my S Corp and I started seeing how much I can get paid. I mean, I get all my money and stuff like that. And then, write everything. You can write everything.
You sound like me. Every time I'm on the phone with someone, I'm like, you do realize, what, did you brush your teeth today? We writing that off too. We writing everything off.
Everything
Clothes,
off.
Lotions, makeups, haircuts.
The fact that I'm talking to you right now, I'm writing this off.
Really? Can you really?
No, this is a business meeting.
Oh, you're hilarious. But how
this is a business meeting.
But what are you writing off? The time?
Yeah.
You're lying. Can you?
I
was like, wait, can you
do
that?
The gas though, I can write the gas off.
But that was hilarious because I swear to God, for a second there, I was like, wait a minute.
You thought I was serious?
I'm like, call my account.
Yeah.
Calculate some hours. But
no, I was to pay money here, then that would be a business.
Yeah, if you bought the ingredients.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Someone asked me that they're like eating while broke, supplies and ingredients. I'm like, yeah, could you imagine telling someone, hey, by the way, don't forget your tomatoes or whatever. Like, that would be so rude. Like, no, we appreciate your time here. It's an honor to sit down and hear your story and all that.
Thank you.
And so, all right. So so now you're in LA.
Yeah.
Now you're a gangster in LA. You learning how to manage your money differently. You're moving like a businessman, even though you're an actor, which I absolutely love.
Yes.
I think it makes you even bigger of a threat.
Because people be surprised of how much I know.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, how you know that? Hey, I'm from Detroit.
Yeah, it'd be like, I'm
hustlers.
asking. Yeah. He'd like, make the money make sense, right?
Yeah, got to.
Now, you book Straw.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to talk about Taraji for 1 second here. Taraji also talks about, like, I think I had seen a clip where she had said something like she had wished that she had given someone, I want to say she said Tyler in a clip, the commissions for all the money that, these agents
that was Sherry.
Oh, Sherry.
Yeah.
That they hadn't. Ooh, sorry, misquotes.
Yeah.
All the money that these agents weren't really fighting for them and stuff like that. Now, are you kind of like, are you pushing back on agents and managers, or after hearing that? Because these guys have been in the game for a long time.
Yeah. So, like I said, I always watch people and how they move. I'm a very spiritual guy, so I feel out things very well. I'm an empath, so I know when something is not right.
Okay.
And when it's not right, I gotta go.
Okay. What's an empath?
Empath is a person that we take on things without even,
Okay.
Yeah, like if you are sad right now, I'm going to feel your energy. I'm going to feel like how you feel
like
without
empathy,
trying.
like type.
Yeah, so we take on energies.
So you be feeling out their energy.
Yeah, so I'll watch people moves and stuff like that. Like I said, my conscious feeling, which is God, it don't never steer me wrong. Yeah. Never. Ever since 2016 when I started this. So
and I like that, just so you know, guys, you started in 2016. Like, I think a lot of people, when they see people, they're like, oh man, they just got it overnight. And it's like, no.
Nope.
That's
not
like
at all.
10 years.
Not at all.
10 years. And then is Straw one of your biggest?
Yeah, that's the biggest.
This the biggest.
This the biggest.
Oh, shit.
The biggest. The largest.
Look at that smile, though. You got that call. Where was you at?
Huh?
Where were you at when you got the call?
That's crazy. I was meeting up with a friend for lunch, and they called me. My team called me and told me that I got the role. But I'm gonna tell you about that. That's a testimony.
Okay, tell
But
it.
let me finish with what you was asking me real quick. So the agents thing, I haven't got to the point where Sherry is, because I would just fill it out. I would know before it get to that point. And when you're not doing, if you can't do what I can do, you gotta go.
Got it.
You see what I'm saying?
But there's some people out there that they're like, I'm not saying no names, but I know some people that are huge celebrities and they have management, and I know for sure that they are whooping ass in the negotiations more than their managers are.
Yeah.
And their allegiance to their managers is, to me, seems more important than the fact that they're actually doing the work and the better negotiators.
Right. So see, this is why I love my team. My team come back and say, hey, this is what we got for you. What you want to do? You want to go back for more? let's do it. That's a team.
Okay, got it.
We're actually a team.
Okay.
And a family, you know?
Okay.
And that's how it should feel.
They don't ever talk you off the ledge like, I don't know if you can do that.
Hell no.
Okay, I like that. Okay,
my
cool.
managers are Ashley and Raj, and that's who I have right now, and
Okay.
Shannon.
Okay.
That's my publicist.
Okay.
And and my lawyer.
Okay.
That's like my right hand man.
Okay.
Josh, he with Fox Rothschild.
Okay.
And we're all like a family, honestly.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, they like my road dogs. It don't it don't feel like business, but it is.
Okay.
And that's how it should be. That's how I want my home to be, because this is my home.
Okay.
You know? So yeah, I actually let go of my agents before
In
this.
Atlanta?
No. Here. Before this came out.
Why?
The feeling came over me.
Oh, you got a feeling?
And they are beautiful spirits. It was nothing against them at all. But that feeling told me, you gotta go.
Damn.
And I did it. Right now, I'm agency free. So I'm waiting right now to see what God do.
Oh, and that was before Straw?
Before Straw launched, yeah.
Wow. Before it launched?
Yeah,
okay.
Before it had came out, yeah.
Okay, got it.
So, yeah, I just always follow my conscience. If it tell me to do it,
that.
if I'm feeling, if it hey, do it. Hey, what are you waiting on?
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
And it's like, because I have a big heart. Mm-hmm. And when nobody has done me wrong, it's like, damn, how do I bring this to them?
Yeah.
If I got this feeling.
It sounds like the breakup, Chris Brown breakup song. You remember that one song?
Because I had nothing against them. They had nothing against me. I
Damn.
could see them and just hug them so tight to this day. But
how do you explain it though? I had this feeling, by the way, guys. I hate to break it to you.
I just want to see what else is out there.
Okay, cool.
Because I do. Mm-hmm. And the feeling that came over me, I just had to go.
Okay.
So
that's a tough and bold move, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what God. Just like I got this whole team. I had let all of my people go at a point, and that's the feeling that came over me. And now look what I have now.
Yeah,
I'm like, let me rebuild.
Yeah, I like that.
This ain't feeling right. Boom, got my manager. She a fan of my work. What?
Yeah.
Vanessa Bell Calloway daughter.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Shout out to Vanessa.
And then
Bell
she was
Calloway.
working with me on Vanessa Bell Calloway she's my mom on Black Hamptons.
Okay.
So that was like, oh, that's connection. That's God right there.
Yeah.
Boom. Then I met my lawyer. We was at Sundance. And I think was it Sundance first? And someone introduced me to him, but he was so cool. And he a New York nigga. So I'm like, oh. Okay.
You can.
Okay, man.
I say it too much.
So yeah, man. I met him and he's like the homie. So I'm like, yo, you taking the clients? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, let's talk. So now that's how I have my team now. So now I'm looking for an agency that feel like home. Okay. That we can invite into our home.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Cause this is we got a
solid team.
A solid team.
I like that.
Yeah.
So that's why you say you'll definitely stop it before it gets to the level that Taraji and Sherry had to go.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Good. Now let's get into the day you was at lunch with your homie and you got the phone call.
Oh, so I got the phone call. So let me tell you this first.
Okay.
I had got the audition. And you remember damn, I want to give it away. Well, no, this ain't going to give it away. Because they seen it.
Poor Katie. Poor Katie's back there like, I got to
watch
the movie.
It's in the trailer.
Okay.
The guy that was in the bank that was waiting to cash his check.
Yeah.
He ended up, charging at her and stuff like that.
Yeah. That was the original?
That's what I auditioned for.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah. I'm so glad you got the other.
So what happened was, I'm like, yo, I have an audition for a co-star role or a supporting role this small, and I don't know how long. I'm like, I don't do this shit. You know what I mean? So then I'm like,
oh, you were thinking that?
Yeah. Okay. I'm like, you know what? It's Tyler.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even though it's Tyler Perry.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm Tyler, Netflix. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yes, I like that attitude, especially for that.
Yeah. So I'm like, forget it. So then I did it. sent it in, and I don't. After I send in an audition, that's it.
Yeah,
I'm not.
You break it up, right?
We're done. Yep. I'm not thinking about it. Nothing like that. When is the next one?
Okay.
Yep. So got the call. He's like, hey, we want to book Mike. Tyler wanted to give him another role though. This role have not been sent out to anybody or anything, right? Oh, okay. What is it? He's like, it's a officer role. So I'm like, okay. They're like, yeah, it's like, it's a leading role throughout the whole movie. Your assignment is the Janiyah, which is the lead of the movie. You're going to be alongside another officer at this time, officer.
Okay.
Right? All right, but I mean, that makes me feel a little bit better.
Hell yeah.
Right?
That's a definite great call.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. Right?
Yeah.
So then I went back in. I told her, I'm like, yo, I got the job. So we celebrated right then and there. That was crazy.
Oh, so you found out in that moment that they were gonna upgrade the role to.
Yeah.
Oh my
goodness.
To
Officer Grimes.
Okay.
Went back into my friend. We celebrated right then and there. So then I get to Atlanta, and
they don't tell you how much or nothing. You don't know that.
Oh yeah, they told me at the time. So
at the phone call.
At the phone call, yeah.
Oh shit, you was really celebrating that day.
Yeah.
Dessert.
Yeah.
What kind of dessert do you want?
I mean,
was it like that?
Huh?
Was it like that? Were you like that happy?
I mean, I wasn't like.
Come on, man.
You gotta think like this. I'm happy I got the role. Yes.
Yes,
I got it.
And they told you the dollar amount.
So I was excited.
Okay.
I was excited, but they still hit me with, well, we still have to pay him this. I'm like, all right. It was a very low rate.
Okay. For the Tyler Perry? Are we talking about the same?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna just say it.
Yeah.
It was $5,000.
Okay.
For the whole movie.
Okay.
I've never did a movie for $5,000.
Dang.
That is so low.
Yeah.
So then, I get to Atlanta, and they like, congratulations.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, thank you. You already knew I was coming. Why y'all? You know what I'm saying? You already know I get there. Thank you. They like, no, do you know why he's saying congratulations? I'm like, no. They like, they bumped you up again. They promoted you. I'm like, to what?
To what?
Detective Grimes now. So instead of officer, I am detective.
Okay.
So they promoted me again. So now this is my assignment. The officer attends to me.
Okay.
Before they go to the chief.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, got it.
So it's like you ranking up.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't even know what the cast was.
Yeah.
At that time.
Okay.
And they told me, and I lost my shit. I lost my shit. I said, whoa.
That's hilarious. So you didn't know Taraji was in it? You didn't know?
My guy, Eric Majette, he's taking me on a tour around the campus. And he just saying how he been working with for Tyler for years, since the beginning.
Okay.
And he was just saying how proud he was. I mean, he started telling me the cast, and I'm like, oh my God. He's like, yeah, you about to blow. He like, this about to be the one for you. And
that's
he's like,
hilarious.
Yeah, he's like, you ready? He's like, you ready? He's like, I'm proud of you. Wow. And I'm like, dang.
So the whole time, you had no idea.
I had no idea.
Oh my goodness.
It was possible that they was gonna get certain people, but
they didn't. But you didn't know about
confirmed cast. Yeah. I ain't know that.
But wait, they told you who the possibility was?
Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't gonna get that information.
Okay.
But yeah, the confirmed cast. I was like, dog, this is it.
That shit's gonna be
It's gonna be nice, right? So then. Oh man, my first day on set, I had to do the scene outside the bank. That was my first scene when the chief walked up. And I seen Tyler. He's like, "What's up?" He like, "Welcome back." Because also everybody in the office when I came to do my fitting and everything. It was like a family reunion because I did haves and have-nots.
Okay.
With Tyler years ago.
Okay.
Right before that, and yeah, man, Tyler seen me do the rehearsal.
Okay.
And he, like, his monitor is right here. He looked around. He said, remind me to do we need to talk before I leave?
Okay.
All right, bet. We already have a relationship and everything from having us.
Were you nervous a little bit when he said that?
Nah.
Oh, this is before he booked? Or after?
No, this is on set.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then my boy Eric, that worked for him, he was looking, he was like,
shout out to Eric. He's so cool.
Yeah, shout out to Eric. He's like, I told you. Right?
I love his attitude.
He's like, I'm going to just say that's not a bad thing.
Okay.
Like, that's not a bad thing. I've been here for a long time, and I know what that means. Right?
I want to meet Eric. He's having fun. All right,
yeah. So then, just to fast forward through a little bit, he's like, how much we paying you? I was like, $5K. He said, excuse me? He's like, I'm sorry, a day? I was like, nah. He's like, oh, okay, Mike. He's like, first of all, I want to apologize. He's like, I'm not in charge of that department. I'm sorry. I would never pay you that. That's not what you're worth. He's like, you did amazing today. He started giving me my flowers and everything. He's like, I've been seeing this in you years ago when we did Haves and Have-Nots, and I knew you was going to be something special. He's like, you're a star. He's like, so I want to pay you like you're a star. And he's like, you can let your team know that I'm going to pay you this. And I said, oh, shit. I ain't never seen that type of money. I said, what?
Did you say that in front of him?
No.
Oh, you held it together.
On the phone, I held it. I'm like, oh, man, I really appreciate it.
Wait, is it on the phone or in the
phone.
It's on the phone.
Yes. I'm like, I'm holding it in. I'm like, I appreciate you so much, bruh. He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, happy birthday. So, boom. So, I called my mama.
Hey, you knew your
instantly.
birthday. Hell yeah, mama.
I called my mama instantly after that call. She said, what, Mike? I'm like, yes, Mom. He said he gonna pay me this. While I'm on the phone with my mom, he texts me and say, actually, let him know that I'm gonna give you this much.
It was more.
Made me a 6-figure man.
Nigga, no. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, oh my God, bro. At this time, I'm like, yo.
That's a beautiful story, by the way.
This is what we do it for right here.
Yeah.
This is what you've been looking for, Mike.
Wow, look at God.
I'm like, damn, they
gave
me
me so
much encouragement. I'm like, I can't wait to go to set tomorrow. I'm about to kill this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It hyped me up. And I'm like, dawg, thank God for this man, bruh. This man had, like, I'm telling you, man, when he say he got your back, bruh. And he don't forget, like, if you come to him, hey, this happening, I needed this. All right, don't worry about it. Boom, voila. He makes it happen. Whatever it is, he makes it happen.
Well, give an example on that story, because you said if this happened, I needed this, like an example.
So basically.
By the way, that story is incredible.
Man.
I'm sorry. I love the fact that he said, by the way, happy birthday, too. I know.
Yeah, he said, because he's like, see your birthday coming up, happy birthday.
Yeah, I love that.
It's like, that's the pay bump.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, here. That's on top of what you're worth.
Wow. I love it. All right, go on. Don't get distracted. Example.
So an example is like, hey, my Uber costs too much to get. I'm just giving an example.
Uber,
my Uber costs too much to get here, and they were supposed to give me a voucher. Are you able to handle this for me? I'm gonna get you car service instead of Uber, and he make it happen just like that.
Wow.
So that's an example.
I like the way
what I'm talking about, I can't really say because it's you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
But
I like the example.
That's the example.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Damn, I want to go work for Tyler.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go online and Tyler Perry openings.
Man, he. That's my nigga, dog.
Yo, I love
Tyler
this.
is
I
my
love this
nigga.
for you though. I love this for you. I genuinely like just hanging out with you for the last hour. Maybe a little bit longer. Sorry.
Right.
But I love it. I love it for you, for where you're from, Detroit, where you represent. Like I love this whole story for you.
Thank you.
Well deserved.
Thank you.
And just imagine if you would have been like, nah, I don't want to do that.
You wanna know what's crazy?
That one. Role.
It's crazy you say that. We watched 6 888. He told me he's because he prayed for me, Tiana, Sherry. He prayed for all of us, and we had lunch and everything with him at his crib. So he told me face to face, he's like, I'm proud of you, Mike. He's like, and I'm glad you didn't lead with ego, because if you would have led yourself with ego, you wouldn't even be here.
Wow.
He's like, don't ever lead with ego. He's like, because you see where your faith got you.
Yeah.
He said, now you're here. It's your time. He's like, and I appreciate you. He's like, that says a lot of how much love you have for my work and our connection, because you didn't have to do that, And he's like, keep leading with faith. He's like, it's your time. He's like, this is it. He's like, so get ready. He's like, watch the people you have around you.
Okay.
He said, keep your head up, stay focused, grind, stay sharp. So you stay ready. You don't have to get ready.
Yeah.
And just stay in the moment, And he gave me those gems, man, and I broke it.
Did you really? No,
I was crying, dog. Cause it's like, this man. I'm like, man, this man is a billionaire, and he have a big heart. He have a big heart, man, and he showed me like how I'm gonna be when I become a billionaire. You gotta treat people good. He treat people damn good, man. Yeah, I'm getting emotional. For real though, man. He solid dude.
I love this whole story. By the way, Straw was absolutely incredible. The whole cast did amazing.
Yes, everybody.
Cast. And I was telling you earlier how Ashley Verscher, shout outs to her.
Ashley.
By the way, let me just tell you something. She's so lovable. Like, and I think she's naturally funny. I was like, low key, like, you should be a comedian too. And she was probably like, girl, shut up. Like, but she was just so quick with it. And I'd be like, yo, say it again. And she'd be like, no, it's just rolled and it's out there and I can't remember it. Like, but she was just really funny, and like her personality was just so infectious.
She have a different type of personality.
She got a different personality. Like, I was DMing her like, I will always root for you. Like, I love you. Like, you're just so cool. Like, just her personality was like definitely like you like love her, but her sense of humor was just crazy.
Yeah, and she's vulnerable.
Yeah, she's vulnerable.
Yeah,
she's vulnerable, but I that sense of humor on her is so natural.
Yeah,
that it was like you could tell it was effortless.
Yeah,
it was just like her clapbacks were like, yo,
yeah,
you did you notice that she's funny though?
Yes,
she's hilarious, right? I'm not tripping, right?
We just did some interviews together. I was like,
yo, she is funny as shit. And then I was
us together and don't make it no better.
Really, really,
yeah.
Yo, I thought she was funny, but I love how people are going in on Tessa on the Straw. Like they really.
She's trending right now.
Yeah, she's trending. Like I could.
They
hate her. I'm
Have you seen the
Yeah, I hate Tessa.
Oh
I went
God.
on right before you showed up here because I had to approve all these like evil comments to her, and it was funny because I was like, why are they saying like I have to approve all these comments? I never had this so many. And it's like, they're just going in like just hating poor Tessa, And I'm like, yo, she gonna be at an airport or a grocery store and they'd be like, you should have cashed a check, Tessa.
Yeah. She probably already going through that right now.
She probably going through it everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was her mate, I'd be like, you got the check, Tessa? Like, I'd be fucking with her all day. But she's funny, but I'm glad you got to experience that. Another person, Taraji, I've watching her for a long time. I've always thought she was incredible. There was never a movie
never
I've
would
seen
I
her
think
in.
that I would be sharing a set with her.
Yeah.
Like, what? I didn't have a desire for acting.
Wow.
Until, the moments. I'm like, this is not something I just wanted to do.
Yeah.
It was because of, disconnected. It was because I wanted to make people feel how Will made me feel. Mm-hmm. I do this to give people a positive impact.
Oh, I thought you were about to cry a little bit.
And I'm trying not to.
You look like you get.
So it's,
mm-hmm.
I love to affect people positively, and make a positive impact on people's lives. Because some of the stories and stuff that we do on screen, it fulfills people's hearts, and that's what I want to do. Is like if you have a problem in real life, on the screen, we're solving that problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we're giving people that courage, that that motivation and inspiration to just keep going with life.
Yeah.
And that's what this movie is about.
Yeah.
You know, just to, you're not alone.
Yeah. Yeah, and you saw that.
Yeah.
I mean, everything, when I say the premise of the movie, I like never retain anything when it comes to like the dates a movie drops. Like I'm one of those people like surprised I know my middle name still, you know. But when I saw and heard about the movie and the premise, like, oh, single mom, whatever, I was like, June 6th, June 6th, June 6th, June 6th, don't forget June. And like literally, I don't know why, I was just so excited to see a role where this mom is just going through hell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I mean, think about it. Everybody go through that. But it's very good to just hit on Black women particularly, you know?
Yeah.
Because when do we get enough?
Yeah.
You know? And it just shows like how trauma is just real.
Yeah.
Some people go blind of trauma.
Yeah.
Don't notice trauma.
Yeah.
You know, but it shows that, for me, I'll say you need to come to peace with trauma before it takes over you.
And that's that. You know, watching that movie, that's what you see. And you know, when you look back, like I said, I have my moments where I think back. The movie was so great, by the way. You know, I'm thinking about it in the shower. It's great. But you saw the little pieces where you saw there was trauma, like the way she was acting. You're like,
yeah,
you know,
it's like, why she acting like that?
Yeah, why she keep doing that? Yeah, she was in the trauma.
She on the last straw. She tired.
Yeah,
she's tired. Yeah. And you know, when you're a good person and you study trying to be positive, and you just trying to push, you trying to do all that you can, and people just keep poking the bear.
Yeah.
Keep poking the bear.
Yeah.
Why you keep poking me? It's just like Janaya said. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a good person. Yeah, I'm not robbing the bank. You know, like I'm not.
Cash a check, Tessa.
You know
sorry.
What I'm saying? Like she said, like, you know, she not doing nothing
like,
wrong.
I ain't trying to rob you, just $521.
Yeah. Why is this happening?
Yeah, I thought that movie was incredible. Loved it on every level. All
so
the
fulfilling.
acting. Yeah, it was just incredible.
It
was
makes your heart full.
A complete body of work, though. Complete. Even how like all the roles were tied together. Just everything about the whole movie was really perfect.
Yeah. Honestly, man.
I hated that the last part where it ended. I was like, you guys could have given us 2 more minutes, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
I mean, I don't know. I love how it ended.
Yeah. But now, did you, when you watch the movie, like, how do you watch from, like, objective? And this is my last question. We're completely over. Braden's probably mad. I don't know. I don't know who's mad back there. But
Braden good.
When you watch, do you watch from objective? I could have done this better. Or do you watch from enjoyment?
So, an actor always watch from objective.
Damn, that sucks. Okay.
First, because we're trying to see how to get better.
Okay.
Where we need to improve. I can actually say I bodied this character.
Yeah, you did.
I bodied this character, man. I'm like, yo, I did my thing.
Yeah,
dog.
you did.
I always focus on the small things, which is listening. Did he actually listen in that scene? Mm-hmm. Did you actually listen the whole movie? What were you doing while they were talking? What would you do in real life? Would you shake your head? Would you, would you cut them off real quick? It's certain things we was doing that wasn't in the script. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, you got to live in the moment. Yeah. You know, I don't prep much because I want to see what happens when I'm in the moment. Yeah. You know, so I have my things like beforehand, but I don't like to study too much because I don't want to be married to anything. Mm-hmm. You know, because that's how you get your head in a clusterfuck. Yeah. And you know, you
and
can't.
Is Tyler strict with that?
He wants you to bring your own creativity.
Okay, cool.
And
I agree with that. Just so you know, I'm not huge. I don't know anything like about acting, but I started to notice over time, the more movies I watch, comparative to like, say, people that are just starting out. You know, you see like my first film, I always say like the real acting is in the silence, not the, you know.
I had like some silence in this movie.
Yeah, but that's what I've noticed. Like, it's like if they can act in the silence, like if I can feel what you're feeling in the silence, that's how I know. But if you got to tell me I'm sad today and that's what happened, I'm like, yo, terrible. Yeah,
exactly.
It's the silence.
I thank God for my silence in this movie too, because it shows how seasoned I am as an actor.
Yeah.
and that's what I want agents to see.
Mm-hmm.
that
He's open
knowing
now,
that I'm agency free right now.
Agency free.
Know?
Okay.
So yeah, because nuances is very important as an actor.
Okay.
Because everybody focus on their dialogue, but what are you doing besides that?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I noticed it. I don't know anything about acting, but I literally was like, yo, it's how they are in their silence, like the looks or the breathing or something. It's like you could feel it, and I just recently like thought about it, like I don't know recently, but I started to go, wait a minute, it's not what they're saying. It's like just even the slightest movement or like, whatever.
It all matters.
Yeah. So
it all matters. Yeah.
But all right, where can everybody keep up with everything Mike Merrill?
Y'all can find me on social media platforms at _MikeMerrill Mike Merrill.
Yes, and if y'all want to have the best breakfast, one of the best breakfasts you'll ever eat, and healthy, right? It's healthy.
One more thing too.
Mm-hmm.
I have another movie that is premiering at ABFF, American Black Film Festival.
Okay.
And it's called Love Offside. It's a love romance. Yeah.
Okay.
So if y'all gonna be in Miami from the 11th to the 15th, my movie premieres on the 13th at 4:00 in Miami at ABFF.
Wow. Nice. Congrats.
And I shot that in Jamaica.
Ooh.
It's a Jamaican movie.
Okay. Yeah. Did you learn any Jamaican recipes?
Yes, kinda.
He's like, I could cook some plantains. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Peace, y'all.